And before we invite our special guest all the way from New Jersey, we'll be playing his invitational video. Here we go.
Hey everyone, Anthony Stells here, singer and songwriter from New Jersey, USA. Listen, I'm inviting you all to join me having an interview with Marvin Velasquez from Song Lists on Facebook. Just look it up and click it and we'll be there live, 8 a.m. New Jersey time. Now, around the world, there's different times, obviously, so I'm going to try to read them off for you. Here we go. So it'll be 8 p.m. in the Philippines, 8 a.m. in New Jersey, 1 in the afternoon in the UK, 10 p.m. in Australia, 8 p.m. in Japan, 3 p.m. in Italy, 1 in the afternoon in Denmark, and 12 noon in Germany. So the whole world's going to be in on this. It'll be a lot of fun. We'll talk about music and how I got started and what Marvin's been doing these days also. He's very involved in music on Facebook, so should be a lot of fun. And we'll have some videos of my new songs and have some laughs and listen to some music. We'll see you then.
And let's all welcome Anthony Stells from New Jersey, USA.
Thank you, everybody.
All right, my friend Anthony, please greet our viewers for tonight. I know it's quite morning there in USA. Please greet our viewer.
I want to say hello to everybody. I know there's a lot of countries watching, and all my friends here in the United States are also watching. And you're right, it's a little early, and I had a show last night, a couple of towns over in Seabright, New Jersey. But I said to my wife, you have to wake me up at like 7:30 at least. And I don't know, I was up at 6, boom, just like that.
Wow, thank you so much.
Thank you again, everybody.
Thank you so much for allowing us to have you tonight here in the Philippines. And all right, so obviously, since you're here now in my show, we want to know who is Anthony Stells in the music industry.
Well, who am I in the music industry? For a very, very long time, I was playing cover songs in bars with my band that I'm sort of still in, but it's a little bit far for me to travel now. Hell or High Water in New York City. And we had a lot of great runs, and they're still doing great. And I wish them all the best. You know, I try to get in there when I can, but it's tough. And basically, I learned how to, I can't say really work a room. You know, I'm not like a wedding singer or anything, but you kind of get to read the crowd and see what songs work and what songs don't. So I established kind of a stage presence, I guess you would say. So after living in Manhattan, my wife and I moved here to the Jersey Shore in Highlands, New Jersey, to be exact. And I started to play a couple of solo gigs, and you know, felt like a lot of fun to do. But all the while, I was writing songs. And as you probably know, you know, writing songs in this day and age, especially in my genre, not, you know, it's kind of a, I guess it's something of the past. But since all of these live streams have been going on in Facebook and YouTube, I've kind of captured a little bit of an audience. You know, it's not huge thing, but you know, I'm getting a good response from a lot of my original songs. So I'm starting to really develop that a lot more now too.
Well said. Thank you so much for that. Okay. Since we have a pre-recorded right now about your acts, I'll be playing one of your significant act and entitled "Give It Up." All right, just sit, relax, and enjoy your music. So, guys, let's give it up to his song "Give It Up," Anthony Stells.
Somebody else's love is talking about me. Somebody else's love can set you free. Nobody told me not to let sleeping dog lie. we could be over in a blink of an eye. So won't you give it up, give it up, give it up and see. Are you giving up, giving up, you're giving up on me. Nothing venture and nothing new. Something borrowed and something blue. Somebody else's lies are calling to you. Somebody else's lie has gotten me too. Nobody told me I should never have lied. That was the reason we were just do it or die. And I want you to give it up, give it up, or give it up and see. Are you giving up, giving up, you're giving up on me. Nothing venture and nothing new. Something borrowed and something blue. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Give it up and see. Are you giving up, giving up, you're giving up on me. Nothing venture and nothing new. Something borrowed and something blue.
Wow. Nice song, nice song. Anthony, how did you come up with this song, and how was the what was the inspiration about this?
Good question, Marvin. Good question. The way I write songs, I don't know how other songwriters do it, but I don't write the song unless I can't say unless I like it. I don't like the song unless I jump out of my skin wanting to continue to write it. You know what I mean? So I'll start out playing chords and, I'll hum along with it, make a little melody, and dozens of songs are never developed. No, don't like that one. Don't like that one. And then I came up with this song with this particular chord progression. And I said, oh, it's a melody. And I don't start out saying, okay, I'm going to write a song about bananas today. You know what I mean? Those words, for some reason, thank God, those words come as I'm developing the song. So all of a sudden, I'm playing, I'm going, na 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 na, give it up, give it, and then it just comes. But then you have to be careful, because if you just let your subconscious continue to write the song, you'll be writing the song about lamps, then you'll change to trucks and buses. So then I had to develop a storyline, about a guy that's saying to a girl, I think that's what's happening. Guy saying to a girl, or girl saying to a guy, look, there's something going on here that's wrong. Let's try to write it. Why don't you just give it up and let's just make this thing happen? And that's really how they all progress, all the songs that I write.
Yeah, I like the song. And would like to ask, who is the beautiful lady beside you dancing?
That's my wife, Nance. When we started live streams during the real bad lockdowns we had here in the United States, March of 2020, all my bars shut down, so I really wasn't playing. I said, I have to do something. And then I found, how I found you indirectly. I started to do live shows with Nance in the living room. And one day she got up and danced, and everybody loved it. I think maybe even a little bit more than they loved me, to be honest with you. So, and so I nicknamed her Nance the Dance, and everybody says, "When's Nance the Dance going to come on again?" You know, so. Once in a while, when I'm playing in my live show, she'll come on and dance and have a good time. So,
and the good thing is you both enjoyed what you're doing right now, and
exactly.
that's my next question. Since we, as a musician, I don't know what was the situation there in New Jersey, because here in the Philippines, musicians are not allowed to do gig outside. So, as a musician, Anthony, how do you define COVID? Was it a curse or blessings?
I'm not a negative thinker. I'm more of looking at the positive side of anything that can go wrong in life. We've all had our troubles personally. I've had mine. Nance has had hers. I'm sure you've had yours. I'm sure all your viewers have had yours too. You can't kind of just say, okay, life is miserable and it's bad. COVID, terrible, terrible, terrible thing. My wife and I had it back in December, and it wasn't fun. But you have to look at it the way I look at it is what good can come out of this in the meantime while they're getting everything under control, and we're not playing in bars, as you said, not inside or outside for all those months. You have to find a way. If you're a musician, you have to find a way. Don't cut your life off because you can't do something. Get on Facebook, get on, talk to Marvin, whatever it is, and perform. Just keep performing,
Yeah, well said. Well said. And thank you for that thoughts. And as a matter of fact, we are using this platform, the social media platform, to showcase our music, because we'd been hindered for I think, less than a year or over a year because of this COVID. But true, you said it right, that we should not put ourselves on the negative side. Let's always choose on the positive side, because, well, COVID is really terrible. So why make our life miserable? So let's have fun and do what we're doing and what we have to do in our music and what we are enjoying for. So, all right. Anthony, we have some viewers. I need just to read. I think I think one of your friend, Jim Basher, with clap clap clap, or Rico Garcia, a warm Pinoy welcome, Anthony Stells, and he said, and Jamas Grinas, hello sir Anthony, nice to see you here, and Annalise Ruiz, she said in Tagalog, magandang gabi means good evening. And Rusty Malilins says, hello Anthony, it's 1:20 here in the UK, in London, and we are watching from London and relatives in Gothenburg, Sweden. All right.
Whoa.
And all right. And also Jamas Grinas, she says, let's rock. And cool stuff, Anthony, Rico Garcia says. And also, okay, Nympha, Miranda Rivera, with a lot of hearts. Melanie San Jose, hello, Sir Marvin Velasquez and Sir Anthony Stells. And also Amber Crowley, greetings from Florida, USA.
Hello, Amber.
And all right, and Amber Crowley said that love this music showcase. Thank you. Chose the positive side, she said. And Mom Ina says, hello everyone. Hi Marvin. I look you up, Anthony, when I can travel back to New York, and perhaps we can collab. Says by Lorna Sifra from Japan. Okay, we have here also your video song entitled 16 Horses. So let's enjoy your music. After that, you can explain to me and to us what was this all about. So let's give it up to Anthony Stells of 16 Horses.
Old man sat at the table, 16 gun. Flames would rise from the stable. Too many hands were the clue. Early on in the fire, too many fell out of view. No one said if they saw them that night. 16 men on the run. Old man knew if he held them in sight, he would set them down one by one. Old man watched from the table, 16 men from afar. No one thought he was able to put them down at the bar. No one said if they saw them that night, only to the last. One man saw and he knew it was right as he watched them riding past. table. 16 men looked away. No one thought he was able as he looked down where they lay. No one said if they saw them that night. 16 men were the key. Old man knew if he answered their call. 16 horses. 16 horses. Yes, 16 horses would run free.
Wow. Before we ask you, Anthony, there's some review here. Amber Crowley says, a great song, Anthony Stells. This would make a great soundtrack for a Western movie.
She's right.
Uh-huh.
Right.
And dancing along. And also, Mom Ina says, rock on, Anthony. Okay, Anthony. What is this? What this mean? 16 horses.
Well, again, as I told you, I'll play a couple of chords here and there and then try to get a melody. And it's funny you should say about the movie, but I'll get into that a little later. So I was playing, the usual thing, E minor to D, basic chords. And I kept coming up with Old Man Sat at the Table. Old Man Sat at the Table. It didn't go away. So my wife and I, Nance, we went down to South Carolina to relax for a couple of days, and I played it from I recorded it on my phone, and we just kept saying, why is he sitting at the table? Like, we tried to work it through. So this was kind of one of those songs where I did kind of try to think what could be going on. I seem to write songs that have a Western movie feel. I wrote another one called The Ballad of Billy and Mac. I did a couple of songs with Hella High Water. And here it is again. So I said, why is he sitting at the table? And maybe I was in the shower. I don't know where I was, maybe mowing the lawn, and 16 horses came. So there's this old man sitting at a bar, probably a saloon in the Old West somewhere, and there's 16 horses. So I just started to think about it, and 16 horses were in trouble. He happened to see 16 men at the bar who, in the story, had lit the stable on fire and then stole the horse through the smoke. And he kind of took care of them, and the horses ran free. And it would be a great Western. It actually would. So,
wow. Well said. And Miss Lorna Sifra from Kobe, Japan says, I can imagine a Marlboro commercial. Great song, she says. And also we have here Lorna Sifra from Japan says, every song indeed has an interesting story behind it.
Thank you.
Definitely.
Thank you.
All right. So, okay. Who are your music influencer, Anthony? Was it your being a musician? Was it homegrown, or was it started during your at home or during your teens, or?
I started playing the guitar a little late in life. Usually, you hear like people like Elton John, they start playing the piano when they're 5. I didn't do any of that stuff. I was partying a lot. That's what I was doing. And maybe when I was about 16 or 17 years old, my older sister left the house, and it was the hippie days. So she went out to San Francisco and left her guitar, picked it up. I learned a couple of things, but my influences, certainly the Beatles, any classic.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm a big Beatle guy. I have my den. We call it the man cave upstairs, and it has Beatle memorabilia and all that. Sometimes when I sing, I kind of give it like an English accent, a New Jersey English accent. The Outlaws,
not the British accent, huh?
British accent.
All right. Okay.
And there's a group called the Outlaws. During the 70s, you were either into disco or Southern rock. There was really nothing else. And I took to Southern rock, like Leonard Skinner, the Outlaws, and the Grateful Dead. Really not too much of a Southern. And I don't know what they are, but they were great. They still are, even though Jerry's gone. I picked up a lot of chord progressions from them. So basically, anybody with classic rock, real classic rock from the 70s, that's really where I was, where my interest really came from.
Wow, well said. Anthony, just a quick question. What keeps you going in the middle of pandemic about your music?
You mentioned something before. We were talking about being positive. I think the ability to get more of my original songs out there, because like I said, we couldn't leave the house last year, so I had to be performing in my living room. And I was in a writing drought for about 3 years. And last year when we started, saying, what are we going to do? We're not going to be playing in bars. I started to get all these songs you just played and other ones. They were coming to me quickly. I said, okay, write them down and play them. So when you play in a bar, especially in my genre, the people that listen to cover songs that I play in bars down here, really anywhere, are in their 50s and 60s. Some people in their 40s and then their 30s, because their parents listen to it, enjoy it too. But you're not going to get a following these days unless there's people down here that have been playing on the Jersey Shore for 25 years and they're just doing covers, a couple of originals, but mostly covers. And those guys have followings and things like that. But the pandemic, for some reason, has given me the kind of the spark to write and perform originals online in my house, whereby I wouldn't be doing it as much going out there, because the bars want you to have people sing along with songs that they know, and you're not going to do that with the 16 Horses, although I think they would sing along to 16 Horses. So that's
wow, thank you. Thank you for that enlightenment. And we also have here Jim Basher says, great musician and he can cook too. Wow. What is your most favorite cuisine or menu?
That's no fair, Marvin. No fair. Let me think. Everything.
Wow. Me too.
I had a show called Chef Cell, because I was putting photographing my shows, videoing my shows on a cell phone. So I was Chef Cell, and I was on YouTube, and it went about 3 or 4 years. and I was doing everything. And I know that's Jim used to watch. I know Jim since we're 5 years old.
Wow, that's great information. We have an online question, Anthony, from Lorna Sifra from Japan. She says, she asks you a question for Anthony. Do you see venues in New Jersey or New York opening again now that vaccine is being rolled out?
Yes, I do. I can only mention the ones that I know about that I play in. Now, you got to understand, most of my work, my musical work, is done during the summer months, where it is outside. You know, there's outside bars and outside tiki bars. Just now, because I think that I think the capacity is up to 35-40% realistically in the bars here in New Jersey. And just now, people are starting to come back a little by little by little. As far as New York goes, I only know from what I watch on the news. And actually, my band Hella High Water is playing at the Bitter End April 28th. And that's a brand new opening for them after being closed down for all these months. And they're following all the protocols. So that was encouraging to see that they're starting to get work in New York. But I think New York's kind of following a little bit behind Jersey as far as live music, indoors or outdoors goes. But I know it's going to get there. I know it is.
Wow, that's a good answer for a good question from Lorna Sifra. And also we need to greet Lady Vivian Hernandez from Kobe, Japan.
Right.
And also we have here Carmelo Esmero Pacle. Hello. Sir Anthony and Marvin, and also here you need to. Okay, nice to see you too, my dear. Okay. All right. Mom Lorna says, a very inspiring answer. Thanks for your encouraging reply. She said.
Thank you.
Okay, Anthony, I'm also excited to play this one. So Long Saloon. All right, so let's give it up to Anthony Stells.
Sitting in the corner like there's nobody there, lying in the shadows of the thick in the air, always on the welcome for the ones we have seen for so long. Isn't any other place for those who have gone to think of all the chances for their name to live on? They gather in the corner and they try one last tune at the all their own. There's no one there to hear them, so they play all alone. The dark upon the night has been the only one there for so long. Once upon a chance they were the brightest of lights. They played among the kings and queens of heavenly nights. Now the conversation is a gray and a blue at the saloon. so long, so long, so long, so
Wow, nice song. And we have some review here. Tina Turner of the Philippines is Gemma Mascareñas says, "My song Anthony," and she put a lot of clap clap clap. And Mom Ina says, "Your song Anthony are alike to Chicago music." And also R&B Dumlao Katabona says, "Love your song, cool and classy," she said. And also Nympha Miranda Rivera, there's a lot of clap. And also Miss Lorna Cifra from Japan also says, "Bravo." Okay. All right, Anthony. How can you foresee yourself in the next 5 years?
Well, it's tough to say.
Mhm.
Like I said before, the market for my kind of writing, as far as the radio goes, it's really not out there. There's a lot of electronics involved now, and
Mhm.
people that are starting out in their 20s, which to me was a couple of years ago.
Mhm.
So I try to take it a day at a time. I kind of let inspiration guide me. I kind of feel like if I'm getting these jolts of interesting songs coming through, maybe there's a reason. So just to the next 5 years, just to keep developing it and meeting fine gentlemen like you. You're a very good singer, by the way. I was watching you the other day.
Thank you so much.
And let's see where it goes. Basically, maybe a new type of venue or new type of outlet for these kind of older type of country western rock songs. Maybe it'll take on somewhere, but I'll still be there writing and singing as long as they let me.
Well, yes, definitely. Okay, Anthony, if there is someone beside you or in the past to be thanked with, who is she and who are they?
Can you repeat that?
If there is someone you can thank for about your music, who are they?
It's got to be my mom. My mom, rest her soul, was a concert pianist at the age of around 7 or 8 years old. You've heard of Carnegie Hall in Manhattan, famous concert hall. She performed there when she was 11 years old.
Wow.
And until the day she left the earth, she was still playing. Maybe she couldn't see too well or maybe think too well. But when she sat at that piano, everything went away. And she was just great. And she helped me. I took piano lessons. She gave me a couple. It didn't work out too well. I wanted to be a cool rock star with the guitar, So, but she always, I've played with her a couple of times later in her life. And we jammed on a couple of Chuck Berry songs, of all things, Chuck Berry songs. But I definitely give it to definitely my wife. And I have to thank my friend Tom Whiff from Breezy Point, who I grew up with in the summers. I was thinking about it yesterday, and he was a little further on than I was, 30, 40 years ago with the guitar. And I remember the day in his apartment in Queens, he taught me bar chords. And that changed my whole life. That got me into rock and roll. And he's also helped out with the CD I put out in 2014. I got to thank him a lot for, pushing me he always pushed forward. When we were nervous, Tom's like, "Get in there, let's do it." And other people that I can't even remember have helped. Certainly my wife. She's actually been the greatest of all. Just encouragement. Us musicians, we have some of us have very thin skin. And we get discouraged pretty quickly. If you're not Elvis Presley, #1 in the world overnight, you say, well, why not? And Nance brings me down to earth. So she's definitely the #1, and she always will be. So. And
your mom really feel proud of you now, up above, actually.
I hope so. Yeah.
And Lorna Cifra says, "Amazing mom, and DNA matters a lot. Carnegie Hall is the place to be, and you must be a proud son, she says. Yeah. Okay, we also have here your song Airplane Battle.
Of booze.
Yeah, yeah. All right, so I'll be playing this one, and okay. All right, people of the Philippines and people around the world, just sit and relax and listen to Anthony Stells' video song. Here we go.
Well, thanks again, everybody. Stells Music on Facebook, and Anthony R. Stellato if you want to see my cats. We're sitting here by the underpass, my wagon done full out of gas. I kinda thought we could make it last another mile or two. I kinda thought you'd have a better time. I know you'd rather have a bottle of wine. Now it's me, you, and an airplane bottle of booze. The windy rain ain't helping a lot. Roll up the window, it's stuck in the slot. They're playing Ripple and I'm at a pot, but I got me a bottle. A student first class was taking a nap. I saw the sword sitting right on his lap. Now it's me, you, and an airplane bottle of booze. Ah, come along with me. We'll make a toast to the stormy weather. Got you close and we're together. Just take it slow, babe, it's gonna get better for you and me. I found it rolling round under my seat, so I was looking for something to eat. The thrill of victory was right at my feet. Now I'm cracking it open. It may be booze enough to make us high. Probably not, but we could always try. Now it's me, you, and an airplane bottle of booze. Oh yeah, now it's me, you, and an airplane bottle of booze. Yeah, it's me, you, and an airplane bottle of booze. Cracking it open. Now it's me, you, and an airplane bottle of booze. Thanks a lot, Bruce. Thanks, everybody. And stick around. We got another great musician. I'm Anthony Stells. Bye-bye.
Wow. And we have a lot of reviews here. Lorna Silver from Japan says, "Ow, lovely wife dancing," she says. And Bambina says, "Wow, amazing wife." And also Vivian Hernandez from Japan, also blues. And also Amber Crowley says, "Fun dance song." And also Vivian Hernandez from Japan says, "Wife is so cool. There you go." Okay. Thank you so much. Okay. What is your message to your wife all throughout these years that she's supporting about your music and all that?
You're gonna make me cry, Marvin.
Mm.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. A million reasons, a million times. I love you. I always will, and we'll continue to do great things together.
Wow. And people of the Philippines is loving you now, starting to love you, Anthony Stells. We've been friends for a couple of months, I thought so, and it's only now, I think, just a couple of days ago, that I have guts to message you to be my celebrity guest here in my show. And thank you so much for allowing us to have you, in spite of the fact that you wake up early in the morning, and you prepare and all the stuff. And thank you. It's an honor for me to have you. And having said that, Anthony, what is your message to all the musician around the world to sustain their music?
Keep finding ways to get your message out there. You know, if your clubs are closed, play for your family in your house. Just keep playing. And if you write, keep writing. Don't say it's over. It's only beginning. It's just sometimes things have to blow up to regrow or something. Maybe I'll write that in a song actually, but just don't stop, because Dr. Wayne Dyer, I've read a lot of his books, very inspirational writer. And I use one of his quotes all the time. Don't die with your music still in you. And I always remember that. Get it out.
Wow.
Anyway,
Thank you so much. And Vivian Hernandez from Japan says, thanks for being with us, Anthony, and stay, she says, stay forever, Anthony. And
Thanks.
Lorna Sifra, sending love to you, Marvin and Anthony. Stay safe. Keeping on, she says.
You got
All
it.
right.
I will do.
Okay, Anthony, please tell us your social media account and where to follow you now. And also if you have FB page, YouTube channel, please invite them to follow you.
I don't have those things, but I do have a YouTube channel that I just put up with a lot of originals. I also do some clips of my cover songs for like a bar that wants to hire me. And that's Stells Music, Stells Music. And you can go to YouTube and check it all out there. Same thing, Stells Music on Facebook. Once in a while, I'll put, a little sentence down and say hi, and maybe a little bit of a clip. And I also have my actual website, which is Rock Party Guy. rockpartyguy.com. And that'll have my schedule where I'm playing a lot more videos, and come by there and say hi. I just want to connect with everybody and see how you guys are doing too.
Wow. Thank you so much. And there's some good review here. According to Ma'am Ina, she says, I love your humble person, Anthony, she says.
Thank you.
Okay, Anthony, thank you so much. Look after yourself. Take good care of your wife and your family. God bless you. Keep safe. And I salute you for being so natural and genuine. Thank you so much. It's been an honor for me to have you in the show.
Thank you, Marvin.
All right.
Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Keep in touch, my friend.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, people of the Philippines, or people around the world, let's give it up to our celebrity guest, Anthony Stells from New Jersey, USA. Thank you so much.